Hey y'all, and welcome to the Sprinkle Factory YouTube channel where we cover everything culinary. Before we get into this recipe, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button below and turn on your post notifications. Today we're going to be making peach cinnamon rolls with Crown Royal caramel. Let's get right into it. Guys, today we're going to be starting with a couple ingredients. I'm going to make sure that I walk you through the ingredients and put them at the bottom of the screen. First, what we're going to do is we're going to make it very, very easy, and we're going to eliminate a huge step, and that's the dough making process. So what I have here is actually 2 pounds of pre-made pizza dough, and you can grab these right at your local grocery store. It's super, super simple. I do have a homemade cinnamon roll dough recipe. If you guys want to see that recipe, comment down below and just let me know so I can keep track of some of the things that you guys want to see on this channel. So if you can see, what I'm doing here is I'm going to roll out the pizza dough. It's going to take a little muscle, you guys, but roll it out into a rectangle. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to take a full stick of whole cream, salted butter, and we're going to rub it into the dough. Make sure you get all the way to the edges, you guys, so this way the cinnamon rolls will stay nice and moist. Again, this recipe is super, super simple and totally delicious. So the next thing that we're going to add is we're going to add 1 cup of packed light brown sugar, and we're going to spread that all around our dough. The next thing I want you guys to do is I want you to grab your Just a Sprinkle honey butter cinnamon roll seasoning. This seasoning can be found along with our all-purpose savory seasoning on the website. And of course, we're going to link that link in the description down below. What I just did, you guys, before I added the seasoning is I did pack down the sugar a little bit into the dough. It just makes it easier when it comes to rolling it. So we want to make sure that we sprinkle that on, sprinkle a nice even layer, you guys, all across the surface of the cinnamon roll dough. The next step that we want to do is we want to start rolling our cinnamon rolls. As you can see, guys, I am starting at the bottom of the rectangle, so the shortest side of the rectangle, and I'm going to literally roll this up. As you can see, as I'm rolling, I'm also pulling back a little bit because we want to make sure that our cinnamon rolls are nice and tight and they don't unravel in the oven. So again, just roll it and tighten it up as you go. It's a really, really easy process, you know, as long as you make sure you get it rolled pretty tightly. So once we get to the end of the roll, you guys, at the very end, before you seal it, I grab a little bit of water on a pastry brush, and what I'm going to do is actually dab the water so this way the dough kind of sticks to itself. And again, another way to make sure that they don't unravel. So with this, you should get definitely 8 nice size cinnamon rolls. You guys can cut them whatever size you like. I like a rather large cinnamon roll. So you can cut them evenly by cutting them in half and then half again. So what I did is I just cut the whole log in half, and then I cut that half in half, and then I cut that half in half. Does that make sense? Hopefully. Okay, so then again, you should have 8 nice cinnamon rolls in. Next, we're going to grab a oven-safe baking dish, and we're going to snuggle them tightly. I'm going to grab a dish that's going to keep them close together. The closer they are, the taller they will rise. The further apart they are, the wider they will be instead of tall. So here we have our peaches. So we have 2 tablespoons of butter. We're going to add our brown sugar, as well as, of course, our honey butter cinnamon roll seasoning. And we're going to put this on a medium-high heat, you guys. We're going to add in about 1/4 cup of our Crown Royal whiskey. And this is peach flavor, so it's going to be totally delicious. Okay, I probably added like 2 to 3 additional tablespoons of whiskey, but since it's our recipe, we can do whatever we want. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and add in some sugar, you guys. This is my personal preference, so you can put about 3 tablespoons of sugar, only because it's not peach season and the peaches aren't really sweet as of right now. So we're just, you know, giving them a little jump start there. And then we're just gonna go ahead and bring this up to a light boil. Now, as you can see, the juice is very runny. So what we're going to do, you guys, is we're going to add in our cornstarch slurry. A slurry basically means with cornstarch, the cornstarch in cool water, and mix it together, and this is a thickening agent. We don't want the juice to be too watery because we don't want to make the cinnamon roll soggy. We just want to glaze them with the peach sauce. So we're going to let this work, you guys. You probably let it cook for 2 minutes with the cornstarch and then remove it from the heat. So here, as you saw, we had 6 tablespoons of butter. We had a half a cup of the brown sugar, and we're going to get working on our whiskey caramel. We want to melt down the sugar, and this is on medium-high heat, you guys. So just until it looks about like this. It shouldn't take long, maybe about 3 minutes. Make sure you keep it on, once it melts, keep it at a low heat, so this way you don't scorch your sugar. Now, when you add in your whiskey, guys, be very, 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 very careful, because sugar gets extremely hot, and if it gets on your skin, it's going to burn terribly. So we're going to add in our heavy cream. We're going to add in about 2 tablespoons in total, but I'm just going to add it in 1 tablespoon at a time just to see what we're working with. We don't want to shock the sugar and actually make it harden up. So you want to keep a nice smooth sauce here. And again, we just want to add in the tablespoons separately. You are going to end up with a nice, smooth, delicious caramel. You guys, you don't have to use this just on cinnamon rolls. You can literally use it on everything. You can use it to dress your cakes or your cupcakes. Make sure you're allowed to cool if you're going to put it on frosting. It's great on pancakes, great on waffles, of course, French toast. You can add some bananas in here and kind of do a play on Bananas Foster. Once you learn the basic caramel, it's plenty of roads you can go down with it. So as you see, I put a small pat of butter in the caramel. This is just going to be our last bit of richness. It's going to give the caramel a great mouthfeel, a lovely shine, and it's just going to make it even more decadent. Now with the cinnamon rolls, you guys, I don't think I told you what temperature to bake them on and how long to bake them on. So let's go over that now. I have the oven on 350 degrees, you guys, and it's going to take, because they're kind of close together and they're going to eventually start baking as one thing versus individual cinnamon rolls, it's going to take roughly 25 to 30 minutes, but make sure you keep your eye on it because you don't want to burn your sugar. When they're nice and golden brown like this on top, it's guaranteed that they are done in the middle. Just watch it, play with it, you know, it all depends on your oven and things of that nature. So all of the ingredients here for our glaze are at the bottom of the screen. We want to add some more whiskey in, of course. Some evaporated milk, you guys. Evaporated milk is just concentrated milk, just kind of evaporated down. So you can use milk, but trust me, evaporated milk gives you an amazing, amazing rich flavor. Once you get your glaze nice and mixed and you don't have any lumps, it's nice and smooth, you want to begin building your cinnamon rolls. So we're going to, of course, start with the glaze. We're going to top the glaze with the peaches. And the reason why I like to start with the glaze first is so that it gets in all those nooks and crannies and it keeps it nice and moist. Again, after that, we top it with the peaches, you guys, and then we top it with the caramel. And of course, in true Sprinkle Factory fashion, let's slow it down with the slow mo. And just like that, you guys have made peach cinnamon rolls with Crown Royal caramel. As you can see, I added some pecans for a crunch factor. They pair perfectly with this dessert. I want you guys to please, my information's at the bottom when it comes to my social media and my email address. Even email me pictures. I would love to see the creations that you guys come up with. As my grandma would say, this recipe is finger licking time. I love y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. And as always, I'll see y'all next time.